Aiden says, if Hulk Hogan had not come into the WWF in 1984, who does Bruce believe Vince would have went with to continue his national expansion?
If who?
If Hulk had not come in to create Hulkamania and WrestleMania, like when Vince was first going national, if it's not Hulk, who would Vince's next choice have been?
Well, the first choice was Dusty Rhodes.
Right.
Beyond that, it was Hulk. And I think that, Hulk was on fire. Maybe there had been a play. If Hulk said no, probably would have been a big play to go back to Sergeant Slaughter.
Okay.
JYD, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, man, were both on fire. So, these were guys with charisma. This was a time that the audience was looking for that larger than life talent that, people would go, oh, hey, man, this is the guy that I want. Bob Backlund, bless his heart. Bobby was a great wrestler. Bobby couldn't talk you in the building, though.
Do you think that's what would have kept a guy like Jimmy Snuka from being in that spot too? A great presence, but just not a great promo.
Yeah. Jimmy was a great attraction.
Yes.
Jimmy's good to have on the card, man. Give me a program with Jimmy. Give me an opportunity to let him shine. But Jimmy's not going to talk you in the building. His emotion will, but he's not going to be able to be the one to say, listen, brother, I remember there was this. Nah, we're going the right way. I remember the leaf on that tree. We good, brother. We good. You go up here, 4 block. Turn. Where should we turn, Jimmy? Turn. And you're good.
Hey, so Bruce, we got a bunch of good questions here, and this is an interesting one. Irish Aaron wants to know, what was the plan for Doink the Clown had Matt Bourne not been fired? Did you see us? I mean, we know that he had a monkey on his back, but what was the ceiling for Doink the Clown? Like, if you could get really out there, how far could you see Doink the Clown and that character going?
All the way.
I do too.
I think Doink the Clown was probably one of the greatest characters. People are going to, go guy. You're thinking of you're thinking of the guy that replaced him. You're thinking of the Ray Apollos and the Steve Lombardis and people like that. I also believe that Steve Keirn could have been a much better alternative, because Keirn kind of had that sick, sadistic personality about him that he could have pulled that off. But Matt Bourne and Doink, Matt Bourne should have been named Doink upon birth. That's all I'm saying.
It's interesting to think about, the character, the depth of character that Matt Bourne brought to it.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Because he could wrestle, he could promo, and he knew how to change gears. He knew how to change gears as a heel to where he could turn it up and he could eat you up. And it was believable. And you believed that this evil, sadistic fuck could just do anything he wanted to you at any given time. And as a babyface, he had the ability to go out and make you believe and get behind him and root for him and believe that he can overcome any nasty heel that you threw in front of him. Matt Bourne, in my opinion, was a very unique and extremely talented talent.
When we're thinking about the new generation era where he was in, I could totally see him challenging Bret Hart for the world title. That would have been really fun. And then as we fast forward, as we get closer towards the Attitude Era, when you think just right after WrestleMania 12, an evil Doink the Clown versus Shawn Michaels would have been great. But then
Doink and Steve.
Oh God. Can you imagine in the Attitude Era? That would have been wild.
You know, I know when you say that in 2024, people go, Doink the Clown and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yes, it would have been believable and people would have dug it.
You know, and I just want to, well, I know we don't talk about current stuff, but there's been a pretty badass feud about a friendship bracelet this year. Just saying, I can get bought in with the right story. That's the friendship bracelet right there, Bruce. That's the one we're talking about, of course, because we don't talk about current stuff here on the show. David wants to know, Bruce, when the Rockers tag team title win over the Hearts was overturned, what exactly was told to the fans in the local market? Did Jack Tunney make an announcement at the start of the show? Or how did Howard Finkel and Sean Mooney in the event center explain the titles being given back? Is there footage of the explanation? I always wondered how the company explained that on TV.
Didn't happen.
Yeah, I was going to say, you just ignored it, right?
Didn't happen. Did you see it happen?
Nope.
Rest my case.
I appreciate that was the way wrestling was sort of pre-internet. Do you miss those days in that regard?
Yes.
Yeah, bet.
Yes, I do. You know, look, I enjoy the passion of our audience. I truly do. I think that it's amazing. Sometimes I pinch myself when I walk in to a hotel or restaurant, somebody recognizes me, and my age group has gone up quite a bit because they watch on A&E. You know, when they have Sunday A&E and every other interview is me. So I have a lot of old ladies that come up, and I appreciate them because they're so sweet. They have no idea who I really am. So it's great, but I do. I like the passion. I like the fact that the audience cares enough to dig for more. They want more. They have always wanted more. I believe the magazines back in the day that the audience, had you given them more, you probably would have gotten more. Like right now, how I'm going to hit pause somehow. Don't know how to do that on this thing, but I got to take this.
He's going to hit pause for a minute, and we're going to tell you that this